Well, hello, Springport, and happy Wednesday. This week, I'm going to introduce my colleague to the weekly update, Dr. Kelly Murray, our Assistant Superintendent for Teaching, Learning, and Innovation. She's going to talk a little bit about PSSAs and standardized testing. So from me to you, have a great week. We'll see you again next week. And Dr. Murray, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Rizzo. The end of April marks the beginning of state testing. PSSAs are scheduled to take place for math and reading for grades 3 to 8, and for science in grades 4 and 8. PSSAs are scheduled to begin April 25th. The PSSAs are an assessment which helps us to determine student progress along the state standards and assessment anchors. At the state level, the results of these assessments are used for accountability purposes. Data is reported in a district report card, so to speak, and beyond the use of state level data, the district uses it within Springport to help make instructional decisions, both individually and during curriculum reviews. Our department examines trends in the data to determine if changes are needed, and teachers use the data to determine individual student instructional needs. All this to say is that the PSSAs are important for students and for the district. Although they are important, we're also reminded that this is only one single data point in a system of assessments that helps us to determine where students are. So we ask that our families reinforce the importance of students doing their best, but also remind students that PSSAs are just one piece of the opportunity to show us what they can do. In the fall, you will also get a report that will explain your child's results. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge that we are aware that the PSSA testing window coincides with the Muslim holiday Eid. We apologize for this conflict. The Department of Education provides us with a testing window for PSSAs, which is why the dates were selected. Having said that, next year's calendar was already approved by the Board of School Directors, which observe Eid, so we are ensuring that this conflict will not occur in the future. We certainly value the importance of all of our families celebrating their holidays with families. So if this impacts you, please don't hesitate to reach out to your building principal and we will work with you to find a solution. So a few important reminders about PSSAs. Please be reminded that students are not allowed to have cell phones or any other electronic device in the testing room during testing, even if they've completed the assessment. This includes smartwatches. So it's a good idea for students to leave those home during PSSA testing. Please encourage students to get a good night's sleep. This is always a good practice, not just for the PSSAs. Please also assure that your child and your child's teacher has spent the year preparing them for this and that they can do this. Also consider at home how you can support the change in mindset with kids about taking assessments. Instead of thinking about an assessment as a way to find out what students don't know, let's make it about an opportunity to show us what they do know. We know that a single mindset can make a huge difference. If you think that your child may be stressed out about PSSAs, please encourage them by letting them know that it's okay and that we just want them to do their best. Encourage them to talk to their teachers or school counselors, and they can help them with strategies to help them through this. The key is balance. Yes, it's important, but it's also only one assessment. Finally, please encourage your children to do their best so that the data that we receive can be used to improve instruction across the district and for you, your individual child. Thank you again for supporting with PSSAs. We know that this has been another interesting year and that the PSSAs may not be on the top of your mind right now, but we appreciate your support and we appreciate you encouraging your children through this. Thank you.